Welcome to the Monitoring and Evaluation Technology Expert series. In this video we will be looking at what you need to consider to get the most out of your M&E design. We have an example project. It's a 5-year program which provides soft skills training to young people. Over a series of 6 classes we deliver different employability skills, and we're looking to enrol 500 young people during the summer months. The classes will consist of no more than 25 students, and the training will be delivered across the region. Our results chain might look something like this. Our activities are training classes. The output we're looking to measure is the number of students completing the program. We're trying to increase the motivation of the students to look for work, and the overall impact we're looking for is young people are more employable. We need our M&E system to answer 2 basic questions. Does the program reach the desired number of students? And does the program change the attitudes towards work in those disadvantaged students? Let's have a look at 2 of those questions in detail. The output we're looking for is to be able to demonstrate the number of girls who attended all training sessions in March. This might be a typical question. In order to answer that question, we need to capture some information. For the students, we need the gender to determine whether they're girls or boys. For the training, we need to record the attendees and the dates of the training. And therefore we need to collect student information, information on the training classes, and the attendance register. What we do not need to collect is the student's nationality or their academic status. We don't need to capture the duration of training, and we don't need test results. They do not help us answer that question. What we're seeing here is various levels of information that we need. In order to create the report that we require, we have to store some information, and we have to make sure that we collect that data. Let's have a look at a second question. We need to prove that there is an increase in motivation of 18 to 24-year-old students from Al Wafra who are seeking work. In order to do this, the information we need from the students is their age, to make sure that they're within the right age group, and their city, so we can tell where they come from. We also need to collect the answers to the surveys. Therefore, the data we have to collect is the employment motivation survey at the start of the program, immediately at the end of the program, and 6 months after the program. To help us operate this, we're going to need the survey date to make sure we know when the survey was taken, and also a student ID so that we can connect the survey results to the students. Again, what we do not need to collect is the student's family size, the courses that they attended, their preferred job, and where the survey was completed. This information does not help us answer the question that we need to prove. As you'll have seen through that analysis, the way that we've designed the M&E system is from the question that we need to answer through to the information we need to store, through to the data we capture. This is very different from the way that the system actually works once it's implemented, where you would collect the data, manage that data, and then analyze to create the reports. It is important to bear in mind that you design backwards, in other words, the other way round from the way that you'd operate. So let's have a look at some of what the information that we need to collect in detail. Under the collect stage, we will be using data collection instruments. These will include an application form when the student registers, a training schedule that we define when the training and where the training is going to happen. We need an attendance register to record which student attended which session, and we also need the motivation survey. If we look at the data storage requirements in the manage phase, we need to collect information on the student, the gender and the name, the training. We also need additional information on the students, such as age, city, and a unique student ID. And we also need the answers for the motivation survey. This might take the form of a student database, an attendance register with the course name and the date, as well as a survey database in order to record the information we need. In the analyze stage, it would be really nice to be able to create a graph that showed the boys and the girls who attended all of the training sessions for each of the months that we have. It would then be very easy to show the answer of the question that we need, plus its relation to other months. To do this, we'd have to select all the students, filter by gender, and then group by month. For the outcome, again, it would be very nice to create a graph like this, which showed the before, after, and long-term survey results for different locations. To do this, we'd have to show the difference in motivation scores, filtered by age and then filtered by city. So, in summary, you need to define the questions you need to answer in the reports first, then define the data you need to store in order to answer those questions, and finally define the data that needs to be collected and the instruments to use to collect that information. You need to do it in this order. You also need to consider further steps. When during the delivery process can you collect that data? How will you collect it, and how will you store the data? And who will be responsible for collecting and managing the data? GoProve is a cloud-based end-to-end solution providing data collection, data management, and built-in analysis and reporting tools. The application uses a relational database and allows unlimited student, project, and survey records.